What's good, Goddess Gang? What's good, Goddess Gang? It's your girl, Nisa Red, the Goddess, and y'all see my face, so y'all know what time it is. It's time to affirm our day and affirm our week, okay? Get yourself ready, situated, and say this with me. I attract only healthy relationships. I am always treated well. I attract only healthy relationships. I am always treated well. I attract only healthy relationships. I am always treated well. I attract only healthy relationships. I am always treated well. Ain't that something to affirm, y'all? Don't you want to have relationships where you know that the energy is reciprocated? I know I do. And so that's why this is important. And this is going to help me. I hope it helps you all as well. Say this and attract your healthier relationships and know that you deserve to be treated well. Okay? On that note, it's time for Goddess Mike Godcast, y'all.
Clap my hands, stomp my feet, and all my days. We to the beat, praise up. Sing that praise up. The Lord is blessing me. Wave my hands, and move my feet. Clap my legs, we to the beat. Praise up. Sing the praise up. The Lord is blessing me.
Hello. So if you heard that song playing before, that is my new introduction. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And you can also find it on all digital platforms, okay? It's time to go into another realm, a whole nother level of consciousness. And so because of that, and because it is Clergy Appreciation Month, I also want to give you guys a scripture for this month, okay? Something to ponder on and to make sure that you are keeping yourselves spiritual, about how you navigate through your day and just with people, okay? And so the verse that I have today to appreciate your clergy, if they haven't given you this verse yet, it is Romans 12:10, and it simply says, be devoted to one another in love. Honor one another above yourselves. Now, I know this may be hard to do because there are some people who just let the devil use them. But me personally, I don't give Satan no power, y'all. I give it all to God. And so I feel like everything that happens is for a reason. It may be to try your patience. It might be to grow you up. You never know. But in that situation, whatever the situation may be, make sure that you handle the situation with love. Treat the next person and that situation the way that you want to be treated. Just maybe you were misunderstood, or maybe you didn't understand the situation at hand, or maybe the person was having a bad day. You never know. But be devoted to one another in love and honor one another above yourselves. Okay? Ain't that good, y'all? I love that because that helps me to understand how to simply act. Sometimes we may get off task, y'all. But I think if we keep this within our being, then we're going to be all right, okay? This is like one of the second commandments. First, love God, and then love everybody else the way you're going to love yourself, okay? Simple. Everything else, you can cast it away. It don't matter, all right? So it is October, and that means it is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And so I don't know who is on here. You never know who is watching you, who is your audience. And so I just want to give you guys a little information about breast cancer. Okay, breast cancer is a form of cancer that forms in the cells in your breast. Okay, and this can be for men or for women. I know your education might have told you it was just women, but it's not. And this is something that I just learned myself as well, that men can attract breast cancer. Okay, breast cancer is the second most diagnosed cancer outside of skin cancer. Okay, in the United States for women. Okay. And it's far more common in women, of course, but like I said, men can attract it as well. And so I want to give you guys a few causes that you can maybe alert yourselves to, maybe take precautions that you may ward off this cancer, okay? Some risk factors include family history. It might be hormonal changes. Age is a high risk if you're over 40 years old. A personal history of breast cancer, your lifestyle, which includes excessive alcohol consumption. Y'all stop all that drinking. Okay, environmental exposure to radiation, perhaps, pregnancy, becoming pregnant in an older age, or never being pregnant, and then hormone use, including long-term contraceptive intake. Okay. And so a few symptoms that you can be looking out for, of course, we know the lump. There may be a lump in your breast or maybe your armpit area. It may be like a mass. But if you see that or feel that, go get checked out, ladies and men, okay? Changes in the size or appearance of your breast, discharge from your nipples, a breast rash, changes in skin over the breast pain, of course, any kind of pain in your body, go get it checked out. Inverted or pulling in of the nipples, scaling, peeling, or flaking skin over the breast, and redness or pitting of the skin, resembling skin of orange. Okay, like the orange peel. Okay, yeah, that. Go get that checked out. Okay, and then some preventative measures. Of course, eat healthy and nutritious food, which I think is the most important. Okay, avoid alcohol. Practice gentle exercises upon your doctor's advice. Visit doctors regularly and get examined, okay, ladies and men. Preventative surgery may be recommended for women with high risk. And to reduce the risk of developing cancer, get the pre-screening done, which would be a mammogram. If you're over 40, this especially means you, okay? We don't like to go to the doctor. We just don't, especially our community. We just want to trust God for everything, but we do have to be active. We have to be proactive, okay? Just because the word say you can have it, you still got to go take that action, all right, guys? That is what I want you guys to know and what I want you guys to do, because I'm speaking to myself as well. We have to take care of our breasts. We have to love our breasts. I feel like I got my pink on, pink for breast cancer awareness, so be aware, okay? All right. Now, y'all know I love to do me a little interview and put the spotlight on our entrepreneurs and our creatives, have you. And so this week, I have a very, very special guest. Y'all know I want y'all to get y'all energy together and help me welcome this super producer, one who's doing it in the community for our culture, helping make sure that we are getting our studio time and even getting our films done, okay? Y'all give a high vibrational welcome to Mr. KJ in the building.
What's up, Lisa?
Yes, KJ.
All right, what's going on?
On the mic. I hope y'all was high right, because we need him to be ready. We need him to be ready. Okay? Yes. What's up?
Man, what's up? Thank you for having me on your show. I'm really excited about it.
I'm excited to have you here. I haven't seen any interviews. Well, maybe now. You did one recently, right?
I did one just recently, my first interview.
That was the first. And then I feel salty, y'all, because that was supposed to be my interview, okay? But you know, life happens.
It would have been. We just had to reschedule.
Exactly. Life happens. So,
yeah.
But I got the second one, so I'm still making history. Okay, y'all can clap for me. Okay. Yes, but Mr. Monday J. Baker Films and 16 Bars Recording Studio, where we are right now, you guys. Okay, 16 Bars Recording Studio right here in Jackson, Mississippi, where you see we are, you guys. This is Mr. KJ. He's the sole operator and creator, the owner. If you're looking for someone to record your music, I think it's more than music too, y'all. This guy is so talented. I got him to snatch some stuff off of old cassette tapes and put it on some USBs for me, y'all. It's so much more to what he does as far as his talent in music. Okay, tell them where they can find you on social media and if they're looking for, you know, a place to come, the address.
All right, so we're located on Instagram under at 16BarsStudio. So that's at 16BarsStudio. Those S's are back to back. And we're also on Facebook too. And we're located in Jackson, in North Jackson, off of I-55 and Northside Drive on McWillie Drive. So that's 4652 McWillie Drive. You can just Google 16 Bars Recording Studio and we'll actually come up in the little map.
Yes, okay. So I didn't find him that way. I found him by a referral from a very good friend. And ever since I met KJ, I've been working with him. He's working on this film with me. He's doing an awesome job. He's great with taking direction, y'all. He's not so critical, and he's not one that tries to take over your project. He's very open to your creativity, okay? I just want to let y'all know that. Okay, so while I have you in here and we're talking about, let's talk about studio work first, okay?
Okay.
So how long have you been operating in 16 Bars Recording Studio?
Well, I've been at 16 Bars for 18 years.
18 years.
Yep, 18 years since 2005.
Okay. So what prompted you to go ahead and start something like this big for the community?
Well, Actually, I started working at a few other studios before 16 Bars became, a thing. And I ran into somebody that was referred me as an engineer for an upcoming studio, somebody that wanted to build a studio. I just worked for the studio. It was Low Key Entertainment, and Chuck was the first owner of 16 Bars Recording Studio.
Okay.
So he hired me as an engineer.
Was that in Jackson?
That was in Jackson. Yeah, that was right here in this building.
Oh, the same building.
Yeah. So
okay.
I actually took over 16 Bars a few years later. Okay. But yep. So I started working as an engineer for Low Key Entertainment / 16 Bars Recording Studio.
Okay.
And it just carried on from there. I took over 16 Bars in 2014, and was the sole owner from 2014 to present.
To now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, that's great. So
But I've always loved production. That's just something I've always wanted to do since a kid.
Oh, okay, because that's what I was about to ask you now. So you started engineering that many years ago, but you said that it was always in you. Like, do you have family members who have that musical background as well?
Well, sorry about that. My biological grandmother was a classical pianist.
Okay.
And my biological father, I say biological because I was adopted. So my biological father was a DJ.
What?
Yep. And then ironically, my adopted father wanted to be a DJ. So he's always sending me mixtapes when I was a kid. So that just something I always wanted to do. It was what I always wanted to do since a kid anyway. So like, when I was in elementary school, I think the 3rd grade, we had to go to the library because our teacher was out. And the librarian was going around the room and asking everybody what they wanted to be when they grew up. So when they got to me, I couldn't wait for them to get to me. I was so excited. I was like, oh yeah, when they get to me, I got something. Ain't nobody else saying fireman, policeman, teacher, doctor, nurse, and all the normal stuff. But right when I was in 3rd grade, that was when personal computers, they first started putting them in schools. And they weren't even color screen. They was kind of dot matrix, probably told off on my age on that one. Yeah, but just green dot matrix. So computers were very early on for the personal computer. And I was really excited about computers and music. So I'm like, when they get to me, I got something for them. I said, I want to be a computer operator that deal with music.
Look, you foretold that. That was like you told your own fortune. Because look at you now.
Exactly. That's exactly what I do.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yep. So that's something I always knew I wanted to be an engineer.
Yeah, and that must be the first time that I've ever heard that, because most producers and engineers, it's something that comes after they started doing music, and then they venture off into that. Yeah. So I'm glad to hear you say that. Like, are there any other producers or anybody who's aspirational? This is, somebody that you can look up to, and just follow his story, And make sure that you get to know him, especially if you're in Jackson, Mississippi area. Okay, I just want you to know that. Okay, so you have different artists coming in all the time, right? Different genres.
Oh yeah.
And all that.
Oh yeah.
So tell me, how do you approach creating a unique sound for your artists that come in?
Well, I really just let them I try to learn what they're doing. I let them take control, and I just follow their lead. You're the artist, you're the creator. All I'm supposed to do as an engineer or producer is make whatever your idea is or dream come to life and make it sound as good as possible. Yeah. So instead of intervening and telling you what I think you should do, I just take what you're doing and make it sound as good as it possibly can. I add some of the things that I know about music, what I've learned about music, and add to it to make it, to suggest, great ideas or something like that. But really, it's all it's all up to the artist, and I just follow your lead. Okay.
Yeah. So when it comes to producing the track, though, like, what's your process from start to finish?
Well, if I'm making a beat myself, like producing a beat, usually it's from inspiration. If I'm riding in my car and I like to listen to old school, my playlist is crazy, so you don't tell them what I'm listening to, but I get inspired by a lot of different songs. Yeah. And if I hear something that's like that makes me feel like I kind of like that, then I'll take that same idea when I get to the studio and kind of start to play that same melody. Yeah. But then I'll change it up a little bit and add some bass and drums and other sound effects, sequence it, break it down, put an intro, outro, break the verses in and the hooks in, you know what I'm saying, make a whole song out of it. Sometimes I take a sample and make that sample a musical instrument. So I don't like to sample right out just exactly what they were saying.
Producers do that.
I take it and chop it, speed it up or slow it down, change the key of it, and then make it a musical instrument on my keyboard. After that, that's when I start to add the extra bass and drums and other instruments to it and melodies around it to make my own song.
It just sounds so colorful when you explain it like that and you break it down. It sounds like it's passion. Like you can see the colors and everything.
Yeah, I actually see it like that. Like when I hear music, I see it like colors. And that's why videography was something that I took on really easy because it's a lot like music to me. When I see colors, I see sound. I see same way, sound and colors. For some reason,
that's a gift.
Yeah.
You know that? That's a talent.
So I can see music in a way. I can't explain it, but it's always been like that with me.
I saw a special like that before on PBS, and it was a guy, and he was colorblind. And I think he was doing the same thing. He was being able to, it had something to do with numbers, but it had to do with music.
Yep.
That was helping him see the colors.
Yep.
So that's why I said that's a gift. That's a talent. Like, really? So what different types of audio software do you like to, is software, hardware, do you like to use primarily? In your
Pro
studio?
Tools.
Pro Tools is the best. That's
Pro
the
Tools
best.
is an industry standard. And it's been around for a very long time. There's a little story about me using Pro Tools, you don't mind.
Okay, you can give it.
So my aunt got a computer back in the days from a garage sale. It was an old Apple computer.
Okay.
And it had this weird box connected to it with different jacks on the back, little round jacks I've never seen before. Now, when I was a kid, I had rigged up all these tape decks together to record. I was about 15 years old.
Yeah.
And I had an old Casio keyboard and some drums and old tape decks that people used to give me to fix and just they find them and I'd fix them and make them work. Well, I had rigged them up to record tracks, several tracks on several tapes. And that was how I was recording at the time. I recorded my cousins, Merlin, Pat, Jack, and Yvette.
Wow.
And they made this song called 2600 Lapton Street, kind of modeled after old Michael Jackson song.
Okay, yeah.
So she came with this old computer, it didn't work. And I was like kind of a fix-it guy. I fix stuff.
Yeah, engineering.
Yeah, so I cut the cord off of my mom's sewing machine and attached it to that computer. I cut the cord off of there and attached it to it and plugged it up and hit the power button and that thing came on.
Ain't that something?
It had one software on it, one program. It was called Sound Tools, which is the earlier version of Pro Tools.
Wow, okay.
And that little box was an audio interface. So it was exactly what I needed. I'm like, wow, that's what I'm talking about. So that was all just, meant to happen that way.
That was God,
Yep.
like really.
So that was my first way of getting into real professional recording because I learned that software. They had like the help box. I went in there and read everything I could about it, learned how to sync the tracks up with tempo and find the key on my keyboard. And I was chopping and cutting with Pro Tools at that time. It was kind of early on, but after that I kind of moved to ADAT and some other ways of recording, but I ended up coming right back full circle to Pro Tools.
Pro Tools.
Yep, so.
Ain't that something?
Yeah, Pro
So
Tools is my choice.
You like the poster boy for Pro Tools. Like, you should have an endorsement.
I should have it. Pro Tools, hey,
and you watch
they
this.
call me Mr. Pro Tools too, by the way. That was one of my names I used to call you
Do
back.
you hear me?
Yep.
Like, that is something so serious.
Yeah, but I'm a big advocate of Waves plugins too. Waves and Pro Tools together is everything you need to record.
Okay, so what's Waves? Waves another...
Waves is like the effects plugins that work with Pro Tools.
Oh,
So
okay.
Pro Tools it comes with its own effects already, like reverb, delay, EQ. But if you want to get more professional, more options, and be able to do more with those plugins, then Waves is the best way to go. Now, some people may use other plugins, but Waves to me is everything you need.
That's the best. Okay, got you. So have you ever had a creative difference with somebody in the studio? And how did you handle it, if you did?
Well, like I said before, basically anybody that come in, I'm sort of like a chameleon. When I'm around somebody, it's a joint thing. It's a teamwork. It's just basically teamwork. So I really don't have too many differences with that kind of stuff. I just know exactly what they're looking for, or I get on their level.
Yeah.
It's like whoever I'm recording, to me at that time, they're like the best recording artist
At the time?
At the time. I mean, I'm with you all the way. So
supportive.
Yep.
Okay.
So I mean, if you're doing country music, then I love country music. If you're doing rap, R&B, blues, gospel, southern soul, I'm into all of that.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's just whatever the artist is doing, that's what I'm into at the time. So
They got to be an awesome experience.
Yeah.
I recorded with him one time, y'all. This song is gonna drop. Y'all gonna hear it. I ain't gonna say it's gonna be the best one off of there, cause I ain't finna, you know, like pump his head up and stuff like that right now. But it's gonna be one of y'all favorites off my album, okay? So tell me, who is the hottest artist out of Mississippi in your opinion right now?
Well, Nisa, you be doing your thing.
I knew that was coming,
So-
you know, but
Straight up. I was a fan before I even met you because I used to edit these videos for Lex at Hood Auditor.
yeah.
And I would always ask him, man, who is that? Who is Nisi Red? Who is Nisi Red? So every time I would get to your part where I edit your video, I always say, Nisi Red. So when I finally got to meet you, I was real nervous. I don't think you knew it, but I was kind of nervous because I was a fan big time.
You don't gotta be nervous around me because I think I'm real down to earth.
Yeah, you are real easy to work with too. But you know, I was a little nervous at first. I was like, man, that's Nisi Red.
Wow.
That's Nisi Red. But yeah, my wife is really doing her thing. Aretha Henry Jones. Y'all can look her up. She's got several albums. She just released a single not too long ago.
What?
And yeah, she's doing her thing. So that's somebody that's really doing some good work. But that's
awesome.
a tough one because it's so many artists, so many talented artists in Mississippi. I mean,
Definitely.
this is the birthplace of America's music.
Yes, it
no doubt,
is.
because you can't really throw a rock without hitting the artist.
Okay.
So
I know I agree with you on
that's
that.
how I've been in business for 18 years here in this location because every week, every day, I have a full day of artists. You know, I record 5 to 6 to 8 songs a day, 6 days a week, and that's a lot.
That's
you know?
a blessing, though.
It's a big
you got
blessing.
That work.
But there are thousands of artists, and I have yet to find, I can count on one hand, recording artists I think that they probably should be doing something else. But that's out of thousands. I mean,
that's just honesty, though.
really,
You know?
yeah. I mean, it's not a lot, and I guess because 16 bars, you know, we're a little expensive. Not really. $50 an hour is not
It's
very
not,
expensive, but
at all.
for a lot of people, they've been recording in home studios, paying $20 or $30 an hour. That's kind of a step up for them.
Mm-hmm.
So, if for anybody to come to 16 bars, they think they got a hit. They want to get serious about it. They want to go to a professional recording studio and work with a professional engineer.
And let's show what this is,
So-
baby. Because
so-
this sound, your quality, baby. That's
I
good.
really don't get too many people that's, you know, just trying to filter their way through. Once they come here, they've already recorded somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
They want to see what it sounds like in a professional studio. So they really have their act together.
Mm-hmm.
I get a lot of good work.
Oh, commendable. Very commendable to you guys. All right, y'all keep doing your thing. I know y'all got that good sound y'all been up in here. Okay?
Yeah.
So let me ask you. So the music industry is changing. You know, it's changing with the times. So tell me, what do you think is the biggest mistake that an artist can make right now that can hurt their career?
Well, not having complete confidence in themselves. Be yourself. Imitation is not going to get you in the door. I ain't never heard nobody say, man, Michael Jackson was a good artist, but have you heard that new Michael Jackson? You know, there's only going to be one artist, so you can't be like another artist and make it. You got to just be unique, be yourself, and not be afraid to create your own sound. And just, you know, have complete confidence in yourself.
I definitely agree. Be unique.
Everything you need is right here.
In your phone.
Social media is the whole world, and digital distribution is so easy. All you could have to do is just upload your music, and you just did a worldwide release.
So did.
Think about that. Back in the days, we used to have to do one sheets, get a distributor, hope that a record store pick up your music, and get out and sell those CDs out the trunk. But now all you gotta do is upload it and just upload a picture and let people know on social media that you just released a song, and you could pop off just like that. You could you know go
In
viral
10 seconds.
and overnight success. So you have the power of a record label right here.
here. Yep.
The whole world is right there in your lap. So I think by utilizing that as much as possible and making sure you have plenty of visuals, professional recording, and just take yourself seriously and have confidence in yourself. And support others as well. You know, don't just be all about yourself. Support others and network. And learn to work with other people and, you know.
Now that's the key to success, y'all. Okay, y'all heard that.
Yep.
Okay, so you do films also. If y'all ain't seen Bear, okay, Bear is on YouTube, on my YouTube channel, officially.NisiRed the Goddess. It was shot by Monday J. Baker Films. It's an awesome film. It was shot here in Jackson, Mississippi. He had a vision, and we put this together, and I think that is a perfect video for this song, okay? But tell me, so how long have you been filming?
I have been filming for about maybe 3 years.
Okay.
So I'm still kind of new in it. I'm still learning a lot, but you know, production is a passion for me anyway.
Period.
So I just dived all the way into it and learned everything I could about cameras, filming, editing, and I actually love it.
Right.
At first, I got into this a while back, and computers just weren't fast enough to keep up. I mean, it would take all day to export a HD video, like 6 hours or so. And so it was hard to be creative, and if you're waiting on something to render for 15 minutes, it's hard to come up with that next idea. But now with newer computers, you know, faster computers, you got M1, M2 Apple computers that are like super fast. I can do a 4K video, chop and edit and cut it in just a few hours.
That's
so
fast.
as quick as I'm thinking of the ideas, I can do it and it renders right away. So with that kind of power, that made me really want to get back into it. You know, it's just like mixing and mastering a song for me. So that's why my turnaround time on my music videos is like 1 day.
Yeah.
So if I shoot a video for you, you're gonna have that video in your email the next day. And I'm not talking about rushing and just doing anything. I mean some good editing and quality work. But when I start editing, when I start to shoot a music video, I don't stop until I'm done, until it's completed. So that may be 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, but you're gonna get that video the next day.
He for real too, y'all. I'm telling y'all, that was the experience that I had. I can personally vouch for him on that, y'all. I was so shocked. And then when it came, it was good quality. Yeah. I had a good time. He's very professional, and you know, he can see.
Yeah, I enjoyed shooting that video with you too. You did everything.
It was a couple hiccups, like the wind came and started running and stuff. It was so funny, but we got it done, and it turned out to be great. It was an awesome video. So did you tell them what you on Monday J. Baker Films on Instagram? Yeah,
Monday J. Baker Films. It's at Monday J. Baker Films on Instagram. That's my film company. We shoot movies. We do podcasts. We actually do the production for this show, so I have to edit this show when I get through. We get through shooting it. I'm the one that produce and edit this show for Nisi. And Quarter Till News was one of my podcast shows, and also Weekly Time Capsule.
Weekly Time Capsule. Y'all remember Weekly Time Capsule? We missed Weekly Time.
She was on Weekly Time Capsule too. Her and Humming Boy, Mississippi.
They be asking about that show. When it's coming back?
I don't know. We got to come back. We do got to make a comeback on that.
We do. That was so fun. Fun time.
I enjoyed Weekly Time Capsule.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: if you locked in a grant for $50,000 to invest in your career, how would you spend it?
Yeah, as you said earlier about expanding, it would be the way I think that I would put that money towards another studio, maybe in Houston or Dallas.
Wow.
I don't think $50,000 is enough to actually start it, but it'd be a good drop in the bucket to get it going. You know, I would probably go ahead and find a location and get as much of the equipment as I could to get it started, and then just foot the rest of the bill myself. But I would definitely open up another studio outside of Mississippi.
So you already thought about it?
Oh yeah.
You didn't even have to say, let me see.
Oh yeah, that's something I really want to do. Is I kind of want to make it a franchise. I want it to be like 16 Bars LA, 16 Bars Atlanta, 16 Bars New Orleans.
Because I'm gonna travel. Yeah. Now I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna come to your other location.
We started expanding a little bit here in this studio by expanding our hours. So I hired a night shift engineer. Rob created it. Okay. So he's a real good engineer. I trained him myself, and he went to school for engineering. And he runs studio sessions from like 8 to 12 or 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So if I'm not available during my normal hours from 11 to 7, then you can book a session with Rob. I do still need you to book ahead of time so that we can make sure that he'll be here at that time, because he's not here every night from 8 to 12 or 2 or whatever. But yeah, we expanded our hours. So that's my way of kind of expanding the studio.
The franchise, because it's a franchise now.
I am working on another studio here in Jackson, which is going to be just a full gospel studio.
Well.
And I've been doing a little work with Socrates Garrett, if you've heard of him.
I haven't, but I'm going to look him up now.
Yep. He actually was one of the first black Self-Made Millionaires in Jackson.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm
He's
definitely
a cool
gonna look
dude.
him
He's
up.
a cool
I need
dude.
to get to know him.
He's got a TV studio over there. I help him with that a lot, and we've been
What?
talking about putting a
Socrates
recording
Garrett.
studio in there. And you know, sometimes 16 bars get a little cloudy, so you know, I'm thinking about, you know, the other location for just gospel and churches and
Okay.
stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be over there because I'm doing gospel right now. I'm doing a gospel album. Well, I know you know it because you did the first
Yep,
song off
yep.
of it or whatever. But yeah, that's very interesting. And good luck to you on doing that.
Thank you.
Making that location change. Okay, so what valuable information would you give to your 25-year-old self?
Well, when I first got into engineering and studio work, I didn't want to own a studio because of the responsibility, the hustle. I just wanted to come to work, record music, collect my check at the end of the week. I was kind of locked into that workforce thing because I was working for Morrison Brothers Music for years, and before that I was an electrician. So I was used to getting my check every week, you know what I'm saying, not really having to hustle up for business, just show up, do what I'm told, and go home and get my check. So, you know, that's
Look
what I
at
was
you
used to. That's
now.
what I was wanting to do. But once I took over 16 Bars and became the owner, I was a little nervous about that because I had to make sure that I brought in the business. I was responsible for my own bread.
Right.
You know, I had to hustle up on it. And after I did it, it was one of the best things I could have ever done. I was like, man, I could have been doing this. So I would go back and tell myself when I was 25, don't be afraid to start your own business. Just go ahead and do it.
I love it.
It's not hard to do. You're gonna have to, if you work for yourself, you're gonna be working for yourself a little more than you would for somebody else. But the payoff is so much better.
be worth it.
Yeah, being your own boss is nothing like it. And I don't think I could ever go back now. So yeah, that's what I would tell myself.
I got a couple tears. I got allergies. No, but seriously, I love that because when you're 25, you don't really you want to make, you know, the bills. You want to be able to take care of your responsibility and everything. But when it comes to having a job, you don't really think about being an entrepreneur. Like maybe now because, you know, I feel like we've set the tone for it, being entrepreneurs. But when we were 25, you know, it was just like, it was so hard to see yourself being in that position.
Yeah.
You know, just wanting to easy peasy everything. Yeah. So, yeah, I love that you would go and tell yourself.
Yep. Don't be afraid
Don't be
to start
afraid.
your own business.
Start your own business. So
It's
if you're
all good.
25 and you want to, or younger, if you're 40, don't be afraid. Be your own boss. Do
Yep.
that. Okay?
Yep, it's
'Cause
worth
it's gonna
it.
pay off. It's
It's
gonna
worth
pay
it.
off. So what legacy do you hope to leave when you're gone?
Well, just for people to know that it was a passion, you know, something I enjoyed doing. I had plenty of opportunities to leave Jackson and just go work somewhere else, but I love what I'm doing right here. To me, it's more exciting to work with those starving artists than people that's already made it because they just doing what they're told. They're doing what the record label say.
Right.
But those starving artists, man, the excitement when they come in because they think they got that one that's gonna change their life.
Yeah.
That's exciting. I feel that energy coming from them. So it's a passion for me, and I do everything I can to make sure that we get our dreams, you know, that artists get to see their dream come true. And I'm just doing what I love. So, you know, my legacy would be that he just loved what he was doing. It was a passion for him.
Passion.
Yeah.
Passion is power in passion.
Yeah.
Because you can really set the tone. You can change the world with passion. I do believe that. And I do believe that you're doing that in the music industry. This is industry for me. You know, Jackson, Mississippi is one of the biggest places that you can come to get heard. In my opinion, you know, I am one of the recurring artists on the Jackson Indie Music Week. I hope that you would be able to come out, even if just support or whatever.
Yes.
I wouldn't ask you to come DJ for me or nothing like that. But, you know, even just for me to be able to shout you out because you are leaving a legacy for me, you know, and I'm inspired by you. Your passion is definitely coming through. You're doing it.
Oh, I'm about to be
for
there
us.
then. I'm coming. I'll be there.
Yeah. Okay. I appreciate it. I'm gonna give you, it's going to be next year in January.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Yep. Just be on standby.
All right.
Yep. Do you have any other words of wisdom that you would like to leave to whoever may see this today, tomorrow, in the future?
Yeah. Well, to artists, just don't be afraid to, follow your dream. If you think you can do it, if you can sing or do anything like that, any kind of, mainly I like to say singing, because to me, singing is the language of the soul. That's something that was given to you from God. That's not something you really taught yourself. It came to you. So you're a messenger. Even if you're not singing about God, you still are singing about something that other people can relate to. And sometimes all people need to know is that they're not alone.
Yeah.
So it's a ministry.
Yes.
And if you have the talent of singing, don't sleep on that. Because just like the lottery, if you don't play, you can't win.
Right.
So you have to do it. And you're gonna be blessed from doing your talent. If God gave you a gift and you use your gift, He's gonna bless you no matter what.
You better use.
So yeah.
Yep, I love it. Thank you so much. Do you have any shout outs you want to give, or anything else that you want the people to know that you have coming up? Any more opportunities, resources?
Yeah, well, we've got a couple of movies coming out. We're filming Limited Loyalty, and Shoe Fly is coming out real soon. So those two films, and there's another one that I'm working on. Shielded by His Grace is coming out, and I also have a film called Lift, which is actually my own film that I wrote. So those are coming out pretty soon. I'm trying to wrap up Shoe Fly and your film, and then I think not Limited Loyalty, but Shielded by His Grace will be the next one that I complete, and then I'll finish my film, which is Lift.
Okay.
I kind of put mine on the back burner so I get everybody else's film out the way, because that's contract work. I gotta get that work done. And then I go back to my own personal project. So Lift is definitely coming out, which is starring Mike Hustle.
Oh yeah.
And it's a real interesting sci-fi film, so it's something that y'all really should check out. There's a trailer. I'll pop the trailer at the end of this video so you can check it out.
I'm excited about it. I'm excited about all the projects.
If you want to book a session at 16 Bars, it's real easy to do. You just can call me at 601-622-2922 to book a session. You do have to book ahead of time, because we're usually about a week in advance. We're usually booked at least for a week. So if you think about booking for about a week in advance. No one under the age of 18 can book for themselves. You have to have a parent or guardian book for you, and they have to come with you. If you're under 18, they have to come with you to meet me and see the studio and to see where their child is going to be working before I'll accept your sessions after that. So 18 or older to book for yourself. Under 18, bring a parent or guardian.
What about deposit?
I usually don't take deposits unless you have messed up with me and you no-showed. You either get blocked or you have to pay for your sessions up front, or I need a deposit. Unless it's a 5-hour or 10-hour session.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so y'all got the information. Y'all know how to get here. Y'all know where to get. Okay, so y'all make sure y'all look him up. This is the man to know to get you in the studio. Okay, all right. So y'all know what we like to do before we wrap it up. We like to play a little game. Okay, so we got a game with Mr. KJ today, and the game that we're gonna play is a new game. It's called That's My Jam. All right, so how we gonna play this game, y'all? Play, skip, delete. So I'm gonna give you 3 songs, and you tell me which one you gonna play, which one you gonna skip, and which one you gonna delete off your playlist, okay?
Okay.
All right, don't get scared. We're gonna find out what kind of music KJ like. Probably not his preference, but we're gonna find out what he listens to.
All right.
Off of these lists, okay?
All right, let's see what you got.
All right, so we got Poison by Belle Biv DeVoe, Rhythm Nation by Janet Jackson, and Can't Touch This by MC Hammer.
Oh, man.
Let's go.
See, I don't know. I can't delete neither one of those.
Oh, that mean that was a good playlist right there.
I mean, you really kind of called my playlist a little bit.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, because, I had Belle Biv DeVoe in the studio with me.
Wow.
Yeah,
oh, so you can't delete them.
I cannot. They just released 2 new songs, too. You know what I'm saying? They got 2 brand new releases. So Belle Biv DeVoe been doing that thing for years. I grew up on that. That was one of my inspirations.
So you playing?
MC Hammer, that's going to be tough because I don't know if you remember Cause and Effect, but Cause and Effect was the group that MC Hammer signed. And Terrence Davis was the guy that was always up on stage with him dancing with those pants.
Yeah.
He recorded with me right now. So It's kind of an MC Hammer connect. So I don't really have no connects with Janet Jackson, so it have to be Janet Jackson.
She gotta get deleted.
Yep.
Which one you playing?
Bill Biv DeVoe.
You gonna play them and you gonna come back later to MC Hammer.
Oh yeah, for sure. That'll be next. Yep.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, for sure.
Next, let's see. We got Hot in Here by Nelly. We got The Real Slim Shady by Eminem, and we got Big Pimpin' by Jay-Z. I got you again.
God, dog. Okay, wait a minute now.
Listen.
Oh
man,
good. That's tough.
Good,
that's
child.
tough. That's tough. You did great. All right. So some people are probably gonna be mad at me for this one, but I'm not that big of an Eminem fan. Mm-hmm. I like Eminem, but I really don't have any of Eminem stuff in my playlist.
Okay, so he getting deleted.
Nah.
All right, by Slim Shady.
Yeah, Slim Shady. Sorry.
All right, who we playing? Hot in Here or Big Pimpin'?
Yeah. Big Pimpin' first and then Hot in Here. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so we playing Big Pimpin' and we skipping Hot in Here. Okay, okay. Let's see now. I think this one. I hope you know these songs. We got Moves Like Jagger by Maroon 5.
Yep.
We got Find Your Love by Drake.
Yep.
And we got DJ Got Us Falling in Love by Usher.
I'm gonna have to cut Usher.
Okay.
Me and
Bye,
Usher just ain't
Usher.
really been that big friends like that, you know what I'm saying? So, I ain't got no dealing with Usher.
Okay.
Usher, all right, but
By Usher.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, Usher.
So which one we playing? Moves Like Jagger or Find Your Love?
Moves Like Jagger.
Okay, and we're gonna skip. We're gonna come back to Drake.
Yep,
All right.
yep.
I love
Yep.
Maroon 5 too. I
Yep.
was a super Maroon 5 fan when I was in high school.
Yeah, see, that's some music I got on my playlist.
My lord.
yeah.
Okay. I think we could jam out together. We could have a trip and we could play.
See, I was nervous
music
about
in the
that at
car.
first. I'm like, I don't know about my playlist, man. You're gonna trip on me if you hear what I listen to. But,
I'm here. We here,
All right,
KJ.
all right,
Okay.
for sure.
Now, Save Your Tears by The Weeknd, Good as Hell by Lizzo, or Savage Love by Jason Derulo. Which one you playing?
Man, anybody know me? No, I really don't like Lizzo.
She did some foul stuff too.
I didn't like Lizzo before that, but
we deleting
I
Lizzo.
smelled it way before it. But yeah.
So we're gonna delete Lizzo. You gonna play Save Your Tears or you gonna play Savage Love?
I put Savage Love.
You gonna play? You like Jason Derulo?
It's jamming. It's got a hype. It's got a positive feel to it. You know what I mean? It's the way it
And they got a
sounds.
TikTok dance too.
Yeah. So yeah. But Jason Derulo, but
My daughter
You
hate
know.
him.
I ain't too
She
crazy
gets
about him
sorry,
either. But
Jason.
I like it's the sound of the song. You know what I'm saying? So I probably play that. Yeah.
Don't they got a little Mexican? It's got
I
a
think I
little
might have to sample
Español.
that and see something about dropping another track on top of it.
Oh shoot! Okay, inspiration.
Yep.
Okay,
Work on that.
let me see. We got next. We got No Guidance by Chris Brown, Dynamite by BTS, and Yummy by Justin Bieber. Who we playing?
Run it by me again.
No Guidance, Chris Brown,
Okay.
Dynamite by BTS, and Yummy by Justin Bieber.
We gotta cut "Yummy" by Justin Bieber. I
Okay.
don't know about that one.
Justin,
Yeah, I don't see me playing that song. But yeah. But I might actually play some BTS to
BTS.
to
Love
surprise
them.
some people. Yeah, I might
Love
actually play
behind the
that.
scenes,
Yeah,
okay.
Yep.
And so we're gonna come back to Chris Brown.
Yeah,
No Guidance.
Chris
Okay.
Brown be doing it too though, but
He do. I love Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Like if I get a chance to work with an artist, I'm picking Chris Brown.
Mm-hmm.
I am. They try to give him a bad rap for something that happened years ago, but it's like let he who has committed no sin cast the first stone.
Yep.
But they love to try to throw stones at Chris Brown, but you still talented. I can separate the.
he never let it get to him though.
He does.
That's what I like about
And
it. He
I
get
love
up
it.
and keep going. That's what you're supposed to do. You know,
He
let
does.
it take you out and try to change and do all that. Just keep doing you. Do your thing.
Yeah, because he's the king. He's so talented. Like, yeah. I sorry Rihanna for what happened to you.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I really don't
But-
condone that, but
Yeah, let Chris Brown make it. Okay, so now we got This Is America by Childish Gambino, All My Life by Lil Durk and J. Cole, and Favorite Song by Tootsie.
Favorite song by Tootsie, I'm cutting that one.
You cutting that one?
But
Okay.
Childish Gambino, I gotta, for sure.
You gonna play that one?
Oh,
We're
yeah.
gonna skip. We're gonna come back to All My
Yep.
Life.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, this is the last one I think I'm going to throw on you. Yeah. We got Tennessee Whiskey by Chris Stapleton, Cuff It by Beyonce, or Lift Me Up by Rihanna.
Cuff It by Beyonce.
That's the one that's getting deleted?
Yeah.
What?
I know. I know you love
queen.
Beyonce too, for sure. Beyonce, you know, I guess I'm just a little beat out. You know what I mean? Beyonce'd out. She done did a lot of stuff.
Forgive him. Forgive him.
Yeah, forgive me, y'all, but you know. Hey, I got a lot of respect for her, though. She is definitely the queen, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
she do her thing, and she is awesome, you know what I mean? I love how she, no matter what, fans stuck in her hair, she's still performing. Fall down, she's going to get right back up and keep rolling.
So you
can't really stop her, and she's so smooth and cool.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I've never seen her lose her cool about nothing.
Right? And she's growing up. She grew up right before our eyes.
Yeah, she did.
That's one thing I love about she's
a powerhouse.
She is.
Yep.
She works very hard.
But we're talking about the playlist, so
yeah, let's go. Sorry, y'all. Beyonce, I get off topic. Okay. So Tennessee Whiskey or Lift Me Up? Which one you playing?
Tennessee Whiskey.
Okay, and we're gonna come back to Rihanna. Lift me up.
Yep.
Lift me up. I like Rihanna too.
I do too.
She's so laid
back. I do too. You picked a lot of great songs. It was hard to cut some of those.
Y'all clap for KJ. He completed that. Thank you so much for playing my game and actually being the first one to play That's My Jam. You did a good job and you gave them the way that it's gonna go. So if you come on here and you gotta play that game, this how it go, okay? All right, so I got a gift for you. Y'all know I like to gift my guests something. You don't have to keep the bag if you don't want it, but definitely what's inside belongs to you, okay?
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Deep breaths, big sips.
Oh, check that out. Y'all got to see that. I don't know if you can focus on that. Yep. Wow, thank you. This is great.
Hope
Thank
you like
so
to drink
much.
stuff.
Yes,
of
course. Oh, yeah.
Perfect. And then just a few other things.
Thank you. I got some Oreos, you know what I'm saying?
Chocolate make the world go round.
Yes, I appreciate that. I thank you so much. I sure got a little sweet tooth too. I be trying to stay away from it. And I'll be definitely needing this.
Icebreakers.
Some icebreakers.
Just a little something to thank you for coming on with us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much.
So now I just want to give y'all a few current events that we have coming up. Since you have the tickets, you can tell them about this one if you don't mind.
I still got some tickets. I got a couple of them here, and I got them on a discount. So if you come get them from me.
Hood Idol Tour.
Hood Idol Tour. Yep, Hood Idol Tour. That's
November the 4th.
November the 4th.
At Club Oasis.
That's right. Yep. And, so y'all can come see me and get some tickets if you want to.
Yep,
I got a few right here
already.
at 16 Bars Recording Studio. You can call me up, you know what I'm saying, and I got them for a little cheaper than what they have on the tickets themselves. So holler at me and come support local artists.
Do that. Okay.
Yep.
And so also I told y'all Gym Week. Y'all stay tuned for that. That's the Jackson Indie Music Festival. It's one of the biggest festivals that happens in Mississippi. And it's for independent artists. So when y'all get a chance, y'all look up, the event and the date and find out how you can come out, get tickets. It may be free, may not. Anyway, support all the artists that are going to be on there, okay? Also, I just want to let y'all know that your girl got nominated for a Grammy. Okay, yes, the real Grammys, not the fake one, the real one. I'm up for consideration. But my song Bear Before a Religious Experience is available on all digital platforms. KJ shot the video for it, so you also can find the video on Facebook and on YouTube, okay? Y'all gonna see the picture and everything, so y'all know. If you're a Grammy voter, please do consider my song Bear, okay? There are some other artists from Mississippi that got nominated for Grammys as well, so congratulations to you guys also. We doing big things in Mississippi. I'm loving it, okay? And I think that's the last thing I want to tell y'all about. He already talked about the Hood Idol. I will be one of the hosts, the co-hosts for this award show as well, and the red carpet. Okay, there's going to be a pre-show that's going down the day before, also on November the 3rd. So y'all just stay tuned for everything that's coming up. And if you want to participate, do not hesitate. Come out and contact me if you need to find out any more information. Okay, Niecy Red the Goddess on Facebook, Niecy_Red_Goddess on Instagram. TikTok, Niecy_Delta_Goddess. Goddess on TikTok. Okay. All right. That's gonna wrap up this installment of Goddess My Godcast. I hope that y'all do take all of this information, get yourself going as an artist, find your studio where you should be. This one right here,
16 bars.
Yep. If you got
Hit
a
me up.
film that you need to get in production, y'all hit him up for that as well.
Same number.
And make sure that you are loving on each other. Treat everybody else the way that you want to be treated. Okay, love one another, because that is what's going to help us go to a higher level, in a higher dimension in this world, in this life. Okay, until next time, the Goddess is out.
Clap my hands, stomp my feet, and all my days. We to the beat, praise up, sing that praise up. The Lord is blessing me. Wave my hands, and move my feet, clap my legs. We to the beat, praise up, sing the praise up. The Lord is blessing me.
It ain't nothing but Jesus coming back.
16 Bars Recording Studio in Jackson, Mississippi. 4652 McWillie Drive, Jackson's industry recording studio. We also offer online mix and mastering and all other studio needs. Visit 16barsrecording.webs.com. Once again, 16barsrecording.webs.com. 16 Bars Recording Studio. You can also contact us at 601-622-2922. Located in Jackson, Mississippi, 4652 McWillie Drive. Your #1 industry standard recording studio, 16 Bars. Offering quality recording, mixing, mastering, editing, music production, live bands, voiceovers, and more. Contact us today. Block rates available. Also visit on Instagram at 16 Bars Studio. Call KJ at 601-622-2922. Book your session today.